Hi students, all of you welcome to my another class here, and here I am going to discuss an interesting concept over the application of derivative. There is another concept of application of derivative to find errors and approximation. Okay, so here I am going to describe the another application of the derivative errors and approximation, and with the help of the errors and approximation we can find out the approximate value of the certain numbers, such kind of numbers here, and we can find the approximate value of the number 25.3 root over. What is the value of 25.3 root over? 49.5 root over 0.6 square root, 0.009 whole to the power 1 by 3, 0.999 whole to the power 1 by 10, 15 whole to the power 1 by 4, 255 whole to the power 1 by 4, 0.0037 whole to the power 1 by 2. Okay, such kind of numbers we can find out the approximate value of these numbers using the concept of errors and approximation. This is one of the very important concept. Okay, and to find the approximate value of these numbers. Okay, and it is one of the most easiest concept, and you can find, and you will find yourself comfortable, and you will find yourself how to find out this formula, these values using the concept of errors and approximation, right? Okay, and here students, I am bringing you one of the important formula, and only using this formula you can find out this approximate value of these numbers. Okay, so if you remember this formula is mostly useful to find the approximate value of the exponent of any decimal numbers. Okay, so what is it formula? Let us study this formula. Let us read this formula. Here the formula in front of you. Okay, and here use this formula. Using this formula you can find out the approximate value. Okay, and this is one of the another concept of the application of derivative. Here we are going to discuss. Okay, so let's start. Here the formula is there. F of x plus del x is equal to fx plus dy by dx into del x. Once again, may I repeat this formula? F of x plus del x is equal to fx plus dy by dx into del x. Okay, understand? So this formula you can only remember this formula, then you can find out these values. Okay, try to remember these formulas, and how you can find out these values of these numbers using this formula we shall discuss. But before that, let us see how this formula you can derive. Okay, so without wasting time, let us start. How can you find this formula? Shall we start? Okay, let's see. Let's see then. Okay, now, and students, all of you know, and we know that dy by dx, derivative of differential of y with respect to x, we know, using the concept of limit del x approaches 0, and this is known as del x, this is known as del y by del x. Del y by del x. We know this, that dy by dx is equal to limit del x approaches 0, del y by del x. Okay, understand? So what is del y? Del y is the change in the value of y. And del x is the change in the value of x. And dy by dx is the differential of y with respect to x, or derivative of y with respect to x. So let's see, we can write in a manner the limit del y by del x when del x approaches 0, according to definition of derivative, okay, is equal to dy by dx. Okay, understand? And del y by del x is the limiting value of the rate of change of the function with respect to x. All of you know. Now let's see, and we can write del y by del x is approximately equal to dy by dx plus epsilon. So if you add a small positive number where epsilon is a small positive number, if you are adding to dy by dx differential of y with respect to dx, then we can get the del y by del x. Let this value del y by del x is equal to dy by dx plus epsilon. Where it is saying the epsilon approaches 0 as del x approaches, here del x approaches 0. Here's okay. The value of epsilon is very small. Okay, extremely small. When del x is very close to 0, then epsilon is also very close to 0. So it is the value of epsilon and del x are very small. Okay, understand? So let's see now. Here we got del y by del x is equal to dy by dx plus epsilon. Right? Where epsilon approaches 0 as del x approaches 0. It means whenever del x is very close to 0, then epsilon is also very close to 0. Then this value del y by del x is equal to dy by dx plus epsilon. Okay. Now let us transpose. Del y is the change in the value of y. Then del x can be transposed to the right hand side. It will be dy upon dx into del x plus epsilon into del x. Epsilon into del x. So del y is equal to, let us write this point. Del y is equal to dy by dx into del x plus epsilon into del x. How? Because this del x can be transposed to the right hand side. Is it clear? It's okay? Okay. Let us this point, write down this point. So we got del y is equal to dy by dx into del x plus epsilon 0 into del x. Here you see this consists of two parts. Del y is equal to dy by dx into del x plus epsilon into del x. So this expression consists of two parts. Understand? This expression consists of two parts. In the first part is there the epsilon into del x, and this part epsilon del x is, you know, epsilon is very small, del x is also very small. That's why the epsilon, since epsilon and del x are very small, so what will happen? So you can get epsilon into del x is negligible. The value may be rejected or may be neglected. Epsilon into del x is neglected. Because of the negligible value. Because of the very small value. Okay. So finally we got the del y. After that we got del y is equal to dy by dx into del x. Okay, this is the equation number 2. So we got the another concept is that, so del y, if this values, okay, because this is the first part, this is one part which is rejected, this is the principal part of the value, and this principal value of the value dy by dx into del x. Okay, and this value can be equal to dy by dx into del x. This is the approximate value we can say. And del y is equal to dy by dx into del x is the approximate value. Okay, so let us write del y. Del y is equal to dy upon dx into del x. This is point 1, this is point number 2 we got. Okay. This much is clear? Okay, shall I proceed? Now let's see. Okay, let's see now. Del y is equal to dy by dx into del x. Okay. Yes. So now, since that implies del y, you write down del y. Del y is equal to dy by dx into del x. Right. Acha. You know, if x, we know y is a function of fx. Y is a function of fx. If f value changes from x to del x, then y value changes also y to del y. There is a change in the value of y. If there is a change in the value of x, if there is small change in the value of x, there is also corresponding change in the value of y. So if when the domain of the function is x, then y is equal to fx, fx is equal to y. If there is a small change in the value of the domain of the function, suppose x value changes to del x, so final value x plus del x. So the value of y, the functional value also will be changed y plus del y. Okay, so let us just you modify this sentence and you write y plus del y minus y. Can I write or not? Del y plus del y minus y. So y plus del y minus y plus y minus y added here. That is equal to dy by dx into del x. Okay, is it clear? That implies, now let us keep the bracket here. Now y plus del y value, how much? F x plus del x minus, what is the value of y? Y is equal to fx, in place of y can write fx, and that is equal to, what to write? That is equal to okay, and this value will be dy by dx into del x. Okay, so that implies f of x plus del x is equal to plus, you see the minus of x can be transposed to the right hand side. It will be fx plus dy by dx into del x. So students, this is how we got the required formula, and this formula, students, remember you can use this formula to find any values of the approximate value of any exponent of the decimal number. Okay, any number, such kind of quantity you can find out the approximate values. Okay, these are all exponent. Okay, understand? And these values you can find out the approximate of these numbers, you can find out only these formulas. So student, try to remember, don't forget this formula. Okay, practice this formula and remember this formula. Let's see how to find out one. Let's see one problem. Let's see how to find out using this formula. Right? Okay. So please note down this formula, all of you, and also remember this formula. Okay? Understand? Let's see. So here we got the formula what? We got here, and we got here fx plus del x is equal to fx plus dy by dx into del x. Okay, this is the third concept is this formula. Try to remember. Let's see, and one question I am writing, evaluate, find the approximate value of 25.3 root over. Let's see, 25.3 root over. Here, find the approximate value up to 3 decimal places we can find out. Let's find the approximate value of 25.3. 25.3 is a number. We have to find out approximate value up to 3 decimal places. Okay, understand? Is it clear? Okay, as a student, let's see. You can write this formula: f x plus del x is equal to fx plus dy by dx into del x. right? Okay, here what you will do here? Here you see 25.3. Here the integral part is, what is the integral part? The integral part is 25 and the decimal part is 0.3. So 25.3 root over can be written 25 plus 0.3 root over, right? So here what you will do? Let x is equal to, okay, let x is equal to 25. You take let x is equal to 25. The integral part, let x is equal to 25, and the decimal part you take the del x, take del x. The decimal part you take 0.3 del x. Okay, understand? It's okay. Now you see here we got what? Fx is equal to, fx is equal to, fx is equal to, here you have taken x value x 25, x to the power, and here power is square root, root x. Here the power is what? The radical sign is square root. So let x is equal to 25. So fx is equal to, here the function will be fx is equal to root x. Okay, understand? Okay, now you can use this formula. Here you see fx plus del x means f 25 plus 25.0 root over. Okay, and you can write that formula. Fx means what is fx? What is the value of fx? And in place of fx I can write root x. Fx will root x plus d by dx. Here y value what? Root x we have taken. In place of y I can root x into del x. Into del, in place of del x I can write 0.3. Can I write 0.3? 0.3. Yes or no? Okay. So that implies 25.3 root over is equal to, now in place of x we can write what? 25 root over plus derivative of root x. All of you know what is the derivative? 1 divided by 2 root x. Okay, so 1 divided by 2 root x in 0.3, and that is equal to 25 root over is 5. Square root of 25 is 5. So 1 by 2 into x means what is the value of x? The value of x is 25. So 25 root over I can write 5 into 0.3. It's okay? Understand? Hence 25 point, this is equal to 5 plus, let's see, 0.3 multiplied 1 is 0.3 divided by, this value is 10. This value is 10. So this value is 25.3. This is root over is equal to 5. 5 plus 0.3 divided by 10. It's okay. Understand? Okay. Let's see now. Here I am writing. Now 25.3 is equal to 5 plus, okay, 0.3 divided by 10. If anything is divided by 10, decimal point will be shifted toward the left according to the number of 0. So it will be 0.03 decimal division. Okay, anything is divided by 10. Okay, so 25.3 root over is equal to 5. So 5 plus 0.03 is 5.03. This is the required value. Okay. So I hope it is clear. This is how, and very interesting, very easy formula you can remember. And using this concept, you can find out the approximate all these numbers using this only formula. Is it clear? Okay. So, okay, let me start another question also. Let me discuss another question. Okay. So, note down this question. So, here we got 25.3 square root is 5.03. This is the approximate values. And this is how using the derivative differential. Okay. Okay. Next come to the next question. Which question I will discuss? Which question? from this. Okay, let us take another question. Let us take another question. Okay, which question I will do? Okay, let us take find the approximate value. Find the approximate value of 0.009 whole to the power 1 by 3. Okay, let's find. Okay, understand? Now you see 0.009 whole to the power 1 by 3 can be written 0.008 plus 0.001. Why I am doing this one? Why I am doing? So how to know this type of? You have to divide 0.009 into 0.008 plus 0.001. Why? Because you see the power is 1 by 3. So if the power is 1 by 3, we have to consider the nearest perfect cube number. Okay, you have to divide 0.009 in such a manner that, and you have to find out the nearest perfect cube. Okay, which is 0.008. And all of you know the 0.008 cube root 3 is 0.2. Okay, we can find out the cube root of this number. So you have to divide 0.009 in such a manner that this value, one of the number, will be nearest to the perfect cube. So that whose cube root we can define, we can find out. Okay, that's why here you see this value will be x and this value will be del x. Here x is equal to 0.008 and del x is equal to, you see the sign also, plus. If there is minus sign, the sign must be remember. Which sign does it follow? Plus 0.001. If there is a minus sign, you have to carry also minus 0.001. Because it is a plus sign, so you have to give del x value plus 0.001. Okay. So noted that the sign to be taken care. Okay. Now let us write down the formula. X plus del x. Same formula, which is fx plus dy upon dx into del x. Right? Okay. So now fx plus del x will be what? F of it will be 0.009 whole to the power 1 by 3. You taken fx is equal to what? You have taken x is equal to the x value 0.008. So 0.008 whole to the power 1 by 3 plus dy by dx. Here y is equal to fx. We have taken here x to the power 1 upon 3. Because you have taken x is equal to 0.008 and since power is 1 by 3, same power you have to maintain. So function is y is equal to fx is equal to x to the power 1 by 3. Okay. Now in place of y, I can write x to the power 1 by 3. Yes or no? Into del x. What is the value of del x? The value of del x is what? We have taken plus 0.001. So write down 0.001. Is it clear, students? So that is equal to, now I have said 0.008 whole to the power 1 by 3, that is equal to 0.2. Yes or no? Plus, okay, derivative of x to the power 1 by 3 using the first order derivative 1 by 3 formula, x to the power 1 by 3 minus 1. So it will be 1 minus 3, that is equal to minus 2 upon 3 into 0.001. It's okay? Understand? So that is equal to 0.2 plus 1 by 3. Now you see in place of x I can write 0.008 whole to the power minus 2 upon 3 into 0.001. Right? Up to this is clear? Okay? So note down this one. Is it clear? Okay, let's move. Now let us see. We got final point what? Here 0.009 4 to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 0.2 plus 1 by 3 into 0.008 means what? 0.008 means 0.2 whole cube into minus 2 by 3. Can I write or not? Can I write 0.008 is equal to 0.2 whole cube? Okay, into 0.001. 0.001. Okay, understand? You see once again 0.008 can be written 0.2 whole cube, and because of the power is minus 2 by 3, so can you multiply power to power? Okay, according to laws of exponent. So that is equal to 0.2 plus 1 upon 3, and 3 will be cancelled. It will be 0.2 whole to the power minus 2. 0.2 whole to the power minus 2, and this is 0.001. Okay. Now you have to simplify. Here you have to simplify using the concept of the laws of exponent, and that is equal to 0.2 plus 1 upon 3, and it will be 1.0.2 whole to the power how much? Okay, understand? Whole to the power 2, and this is 0.001, right? Let's what shall I do? Yes, tell. 0.2 can be 10. Here 1 by 3, right? And 0.2 whole square, it can be written 0.02. Yes or no? Into 0.001. It's okay. Now 0.2 into 1 by 3 into 0.001 whole divided by 0.02. Okay. Now remove the decimal point. Okay, 0.2 plus, the sign is plus sign, okay, the plus sign. So 1 by 3 into, okay, 0.001 divided by 0.02, you remove the decimal. 0.001, you remove the decimal number will be 1, and this is what? It will be 2. You numerator you count. You see the denominator in the decimal part how many digits? 1, 2 digits. That's why in the numerator write down 1 and give 2 digits, 20 for that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Number of digits in the decimal part. Okay, put the same number of 0 in the numerator on the right side of the 1. Similarly into write down 1. Similarly okay, count how many digits in the decimal part in the denominators. In the numerator 1, 2, 3, count. 0.001 in the decimal part, how many digits are there? How many digits? So 3 digits, so put same number of 0. Okay, understand? So now let's you divide this one 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, cancel, kaat do usko. Okay, so after that you see in the part of calculation, dear students, you should understand how to calculate. You got 0.009 whole to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 0.2 plus, you will cancel, it will be 1 divided by, you see 2 0 is cancel, here 3, here 20. So 3 into how much? 220, it will be 20. Right? Is it clear? Yes? Understand? Just you write 1 00. Let's write properly. Here 1 and 0 0, and this 0, this 0, this 0 you can cancel. Okay, so 1 0 is left, 20, here 3, multiply. Okay, so next after that 0.009 whole to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 0.2 plus, you see now 1 by 60, 1 by 60, 1 by 60. Okay, let us divide 1 by 60. 1 by 60. 0.0. Again 1 0 and again here 0. 61 the 60. 0 4. Again 0. 6 8 the 6 7 the 42. 6 6 the 36. 0. 10 minus 6 4. Again 0. Again 6 the 36. So it will continue 0.0166. It will continue like this. Okay. Understand? So write down this value. This is equal to 0.0 here 0.2 plus, so 1 by 60 is equal to 0.0166. Okay, so check your calculation. If any mistake, your calculation should be correct. Okay, so decimal division you should already, that should be taken care. Now we got finally, thus we got 0.009 whole to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 0.2 plus 0.0166. 0.0166. What is the value? What is the value? You shall get. It will be, you add 0.2 plus 0.0166. Let us add. Okay. 0.2. 0.0166. Now put the decimal point, right? Okay, 6612, and this is 0.2166. Okay, and this is 0.2166. Hence 0.009 whole to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 0.2166. This is the approximate value of the cube root of 0.009. Okay, so I hope this is one of the interesting fact. This is very much important to simplify the numerical expression, okay, of such kind of numbers to find the approximate value. So using the application of derivative, understand or not? So really you will find interest to solving the problem in front of you given here. Okay, and I hope and you will enjoy the class and you will practice how to find out the approximate value of such kind of number using the formula. Okay, discussed today in the class. Okay, so this much today. Thank you. I hope you will follow the class and you will practice. Okay, understand, and you will find interest how this application of derivative can be useful to evaluate, to simplify, to find the approximate value of such kind of numbers. Okay, really it is interesting. Okay, I hope and you are looking forward for the next class. Till then, thank you. See you in the next class. Okay, once again bye. Thank you.